and today we'll be using Ben Nye foundation on Miss Naomi as an overall great coverage for camera, with the foundation brush of course. So I'm applying the foundation with a brush today, the Ben Nye. Again, great overall coverage for anything photo or film. Great to apply with a brush. You get a nice even coverage this way. And always make sure to go around the nose, because all of us have red around the nose. Right? She can laugh. She's allowed to laugh. She just gets to sit here and look pretty. Most of the brushes, when you use product, anything liquid, foundations, everything, it's usually a Teflon. You can tell by the color if you can use it wet. Most black brushes, brown brushes are natural hair, whereas this is usually Teflon, nylon. So after our foundation, now we're going to apply the concealer, which is just really a heavier foundation around certain areas of the face. You don't want to put concealer all over the face, and yet I'm using my finger just to blend it in a little bit, but also with a nice fine concealing brush, and focusing really on the areas around the nose, under the eye. Any small imperfections on the skin, just look up. And also under the eye area, you want to keep the concealer a couple shades lighter than your actual foundation. It will give a nice highlight to the eye area. Kind of like the bright, slept all night look, even if you didn't. It's the beauty of makeup. And just look down, eyes down. As a rule, very important rule, doing concealer, always do the inner corner of the eye, because that's where the eye will actually be the darkest. Just nice light feathery strokes, because we explained earlier, the concealer is a thicker base than a foundation, so you don't want it all over the face, otherwise you may look like a clown.
Really?
Now that we've got her base completed, foundation, concealer, we're going to go ahead and use bronzer. Bronzer works really well for all seasons, spring, summer, fall, winter. I use it all year round. I'm actually using two brushes. Basically this would be your main brush. It also works really well when you use bronzer to contour and work with the cheekbones and the sculpture of the face. So starting here on the forehead, onto the cheek, onto the chin, I'm going to do a number 3, only because the sun naturally hits here, here, and here. So you want it to look very natural and sun bright. So in a number 3, I love this little brush too. It's got amazing little angles, and you can actually contour the cheekbone there. Love it. So we've done the number 3. You can probably see the difference between one side of the face and the other side of the face. So we're going to go ahead and do this side. Three is my favorite number 2. Then sweep down the nose just for a little bit, under the chin, right under the chin here. Now this is more contouring. And as Naomi giggles, she thinks it's funny. She loves being contoured. So there we have our nice number 3 on each side. I'm just going to take this brush for a minute. It has no color, it's clean, just to even out the bronzer all over the face. Just like that. So now that we have Naomi's base, as well as her glowing skin due to the bronzer, I'm going to use this product by Smashbox. It's Photo Up, which is a really nice eye brightener. Works awesome as a primer as well. Just close. Put a little bit on the top of the lid. It's quite watery. I like to use my finger just to blend it. What this will do, it will create a nice even primer for the lid. Just like when you prime a wall, or when you paint a wall, sorry, you want to prime it first, so you get a nice even coverage. So after we've primed the eye, we're going to do a nice soft, I'm going to use green today, just to play on Naomi's eye color a little bit. So I'm actually using Chanel color 23 Bamboo. I love Chanel. This is a nice frost, nice shimmer. Close. We're just going to go lightly over the lid, just to give a little pop of color. It is spring. Easter's over. Let's bring in some color. So just a nice light wash. You don't want to pack it on, because we'll be using a darker color later. And always go to the lash line. Right where the lashes start to grow, you just want to bring the shadow right down. And just doing the lid of the eye, so not all over, not up to the eyebrow, just the very lid. There we have just a nice solid wash on the eye. So to play on the already shimmer on Naomi's lids, I'm going to use a product by Too Faced. It's actually called Lucky Charms. I love the name on Too Faced. All the names of their cosmetics are very fun. So we've got two colors, Lucky Charm colors. We're going to use, Naomi's our Lucky Charm. Actually, she's more like a leprechaun, but that's fine. Just close. So we're going to go in with actually the darker, more emerald color, just at the base, again, base of the lash where the eyelashes grow. This is kind of more of a mod, fun look, daytime. Because Naomi's so modern woman. So just like that, just along the lash line, clean and simple. You want to play up on her eyes, not too heavy. Beautiful. Now that we have her eyes almost finished, I don't quite finish the eyes before doing the eyebrow, only to play a balance between the eyebrow and the eye. I love this eyebrow brush, actually pencil by Sotis. It's the blonde. What's nice, it's a powder in a pencil, so it doesn't go on too heavy. And it's a great color for most Caucasian women. I'm just going to turn my model just for a moment. Thank you. So just nice feather brush strokes up. Really what you want to do is focus on coloring the actual hair itself. You don't want to do too heavy on the skin, otherwise it's going to look like tattooed eyebrows. And unless you're really, really good, it's going to look really bad. Some people like that look, but we're not tattooing here. We're just putting a nice powder. And it's great if your model already has great structured brows, like Naomi. Get yourself a brow stylist. That's what I say. They'll help you along the way, because we all know brows are very frustrating, especially if you've tweezed them to nothing back in the 90s. This just adds a nice definition, and actually if you wear glasses and you don't want to do much for your eyes, always do your eyebrows. That's a rule of thumb for me. Especially because eyeglasses already frame the face, you want your brows to show up. If anything, wear your glasses, do your brows, and you're good to go. Go get your groceries. There we go. So also, a quick FYI, the eyebrows should never be darker than the hair. Again, you'll get that tattooed, overdone look. This way, you want 2 to 3 steps lighter than your hair color.